Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Feature Friday. I'm your host, Paul Hembakidis, joined today by Savanna Smith of the women's lacrosse team. Savanna, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me here.
Now, you're a native of British Columbia, an area better known for its hockey than its lacrosse, but talk about how the popularity of the sport has gained groundswell there and what interested you so much about the sport.
Well, I have 3 older brothers, and growing up, they've always played. So I started playing lacrosse when I was 4, and in Canada, we have box lacrosse and field lacrosse. So growing up, we actually didn't have women's teams, so I played on like an all-men's team, and I was usually the only girl playing, and we didn't start getting girls field lacrosse going until I was 16. I came back to British Columbia and I wanted other girls to have a better opportunity to try out for that or even come down to the States and go to school and play lacrosse. So with the help of my mom and some other ladies, we got a league going, and now there's about 300 girls playing, and next year there'll be about 12 of us who are down here in the United States.
Very cool. You had the opportunity to play on a travel team that traveled all around the world and played lacrosse. Talk about that experience this past summer for you.
We were in London, England 2 weeks before the Olympics started, and the goal of the tournament was to promote women's lacrosse. We got to play a game in front of the Olympic Council, and they're trying to get women's field pushed into the Olympics. The team I was on was made up of 9 different countries, so I got to play with someone from Japan, someone who's from Holland, Czech Republic, Australia. There were some Americans on the team. I was the only Canadian, so there was like a big cultural difference. So a lot of girls had accents, but everyone could speak English fairly well. So on the field, it was really interesting to see all of us playing together. We did a different cheer every day in a different native language. We ended up winning the tournament, and it was a real fun experience playing with girls from all around the world.
Sounds like it. Now, Coach Candace has raved about your work ethic as being one of the best that she's coached, and in fact, your teammates recommended you for our program. You were on the Atlantic 10 Commissioner's Honor Roll list, along with juggling a varsity sport. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day, so how do you do it?
You get really good at managing your time. So some days are a lot harder than others. Like you might not have a break until 6, 7 o'clock at night, and you might start at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you just look at each thing as it comes along, and you know that every time that you do something, you're getting yourself to where you want to be.
Sure. And finally, you're making the transition this year from the position of attack to goalkeeper. Talk about that process and I guess the transition behind it.
Well, that's kind of a funny process. We originally only had 2 goalies on our team this year, and one of them got a concussion, and since then everyone just keeps telling me how much better I'm getting, and I'm actually not bad in net, which is surprising. So now I'm a full-time goalkeeper, though sometimes I forget about it. When we have recruits come, we have to say what our position is. And I said attack once, and then my coach looked at me and goes, "Savanna, really? What have we been working on?" Well, it's been like a lot of work, and I've been putting in a lot of extra time, and my coaches have been really helping me with it. But I think one of the biggest things that have helped me is our senior goalie. Like, I watch her in practices, she's got a lot of confidence, and she's really confident in me, which also helps me to try new things, and if I screw up, I don't feel as bad about it. So like, it's really good to have that support from her and seeing a goalie who's been playing for so many years and as good as she is.
Sure. Well, thanks again for joining us this Friday, Savanna. For Savanna Smith, I'm Paul Hembakidis, signing off on Feature Friday. We'll see you next time.